every last one of you all for tuning in. Let's go. Be sure, Cowboy Nation, we got a wonderful event this weekend. Cowboys Experience, be sure to hit us up. We're going to be live at Lowe's. We're going to be live at Toyota Music Factory, so I can't wait to see y'all beautiful faces out there. Let's go. Come on. The name, Low Nation. As the room fill up, understand this, Cowboy Nation. One day at a time, one movement at a time. We still got to be on the grind. Come on. The Commodores week, right? Cowboys versus the Commodores. The Commanders, actually. But you guys get it, right? Let's go. They really say, ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. Let's go. What's up, everybody? What's up, man? I hope all is well with you guys. And if you watched last night's video and episode with me and my brother, man, what I had 9 to 10 shots yesterday or last night, and then we did a 3-hour stream. It felt like it was an hour stream, but it was one of those nights, baby, that you have to rewind the tape to understand. But I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. I hope you got your coffee or whatever beverage of choice with you right now, and we're going to get things going in the best direction. Shout out to you, Iceberg Q. Shout out to you, Andy Johnson on the Facebook. Appreciate you, East Camden. And Jameson Taylor, appreciate you, one of the first people that's in here. I really do appreciate you guys. All right, so we went over this briefly yesterday, the team matchups or what have you. And this right here, the Cowboys per game, our offense is averaging 15.3, of course. Points allowed is 17.3. Now, I went over details of the Washington Commanders on how their offense is very similar to what we just played against the Giants. I think that Carson Wentz is a slower Danny Jones, you know what I'm saying? And I think that they have less you can put Gibson up there if you want to, but I don't think that he's a Saquon Barkley, right? And he is their power back. 40 carries for 124 yards. That's for the entire season for him. And the name of the game is to corral and chase and hit and stop the running approach, right? You stop that, and all of a sudden, bam, you make Carson Wentz one-dimensional. And when you get it that way, Cowboy Nation, I promise you, everything else will work its way out. I think that the Dallas Cowboys defense is on point. There's no other team in the National Football League that generates more pressure than, dare I say, the Cowboys. 49 pressures within these first 3 games. That's nothing to sneeze at. And 13 sacks. So I truly believe if you look at it from those angles, or if you look at it with that type of mindset, baby, it's about to be trouble for the Washington team. It's about to be trouble for Carson. Now, we had a call in. Shout out to my guy, Coach Marv. Shout out to my guy, 100 Grand. They was like, hey, this may be a trap game. I think that trap games are reserved for teams that's outside of the division, because we want bragging rights, right? We want to destroy the Washington team, and we want to take the will away from them. Any team in our division, I don't think that they should prepare themselves as if they already won, or as if they already smelling themselves, right? But before we go into more and more details of this, I would like to let you guys know one more time of this right here, what we got going on this special weekend.
Let the Cowboys Experience introduce you to a whole new way to enjoy a Cowboys football weekend. Experience the ultimate Cowboys player and fan event at Toyota Music Factory on the Texas Lottery Plaza, making lasting memories by booking at cowboysexperience.com today.
It's 817-888-1726. Hey, that will put you right in the mix, Cowboy Nation, and I can't wait to see you guys this weekend. All right, so we coming off of a win this time. You know, last weekend before last, right, when Cincinnati was in the building. Man, it was only a spoonful of Cowboys up in there, man. I need y'all to jump on in, Cowboy fans, I meant to say. So y'all need to jump on in. Let's support this team. Let's rally. Let's get this thing on fire. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Also, shout out to you, Gallup with the donation. Let's blow this up here. Shout out to you, Lisa. Appreciate you. She came out to the event, so she already know what it's about. Got to get back to work. It's not a trap. If you know where it is and don't, step into it. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. Hey, go make those coins, man. We need you, bro. And I thank you for being so nice to us over here and donating your hard-earned coins over here. I really appreciate you. Speaking of that, my guy OT, he's giving away tickets, not to this game, right? He's giving away a ticket to the Eagles game when they come to Dallas, right? And he's going to do another one for the Lions game when they come to Dallas. And how your name is entered into their drawing will be through your love and support of the nation and the adulations and all of that. So your name, Anthony, just like he gave in those who are giving on the Facebook, your name will be entered right into the drawing. All right, so I really appreciate you guys. Cowboys Fond says, Noah Brown, stand up. Yeah, Dan, he says, them boys. Yeah, shout out to you, Jason Winfro. Appreciate you. Your name is entered into the drawing. I saw you did it on the Cash App side. I really appreciate you. All right, C. Burleson, let's go. Appreciate you. So with that being said, let's listen to, these guys do such a wonderful job. Their names are 105.3 The Fan. They got an interview with Joe Theismann, or Theismann, however his original name is. But he is a guy that I think that he's going to give us some objective analysis on their team and the team that he root for and love and all of those things. So before I go further, this will be Sean and RJ on 105.3 The Fan. Let me know if you guys already heard it. I haven't heard the entire piece, so we'll be splitting the audio, and then we will take your phone calls at the end, if that's okay with you guys. Let's go.
Joe, we never forget how you told us Dak's healing process would play out, and you ended up being right. And now here we are asking some more questions about Dak Prescott. You know, Jerry starts the little controversy with Cooper Rush. How have you evaluated the Cowboys QB situation?
Let me just say this, okay? What's Cooper Rush making?
Nothing,
basically.
Okay. What's Dak Prescott making?
$40 million.
40.
There is no quarterback controversy.
Hey, baby. You know, the people that now it's to the point, it's been, 3 weeks now, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks now of this saying of quarterback controversy. And it seems as if, though, what was Michael Jackson says, I'm talking about the man in the mirror. You know, I think that right now for anybody, if anybody, Dusty old cowboy, red dye beard, baby, you crazy, Dusty. I think that the only people that mention controversy are the people that want it to be a controversy, right? That want to see things go off the rails, right? Sometimes people will understand and know their position, right? Sometimes people will know and understand the order of things, but it's always the few that will like to create chaos, right? I mean, the team, I believe, everybody in the locker room, according to Ezekiel Elliott and some of the other players, spoke out and said, hey, man, that's Jerry Jones trying to stir up the pot. there's no controversy, right? hey, there's everybody inside sees what's going on the outside, but they block it off because they know who the quarterback one is. But the people on the outside trying to pick and probe and to stir up mess. You know the old saying, I'm from the deep south, right? And they say, leave that dog alone. Leave that dog alone. Dog sitting on a porch, sleeping, and you want to go up there and poke the dog, right? That dog minding his own business, chilling, and you take the stick and you want to poke him, and now you be the one that get mad when he gets up and he bites you. You know, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Let's stop poking the bear or the dog. Jason, appreciate you. Back to work to put Washington on notice. They're next for a smashing. Let's go Cowboys now and forever. Go get the 6 and beyond. Go Cowboys, not for short, but for life. I appreciate you, Jason, man. Thank you so much for that donation, man.
I mean, you know, what Jerry was saying basically was he hopes Cooper plays really well. And that'll give him two options. It'll give him, you know, obviously in Dak, he's got his starter. And then it'll also give him a quarterback who believes he can continue to lead this football team and win football games. That's all, you know, what Jerry was saying is, hey, I hope Cooper plays really well.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it was. Because when you got one making $40 million and another making, let's just say $2 million, there is no controversy. I mean, as soon as Dak's ready to go, Dak's going to be the quarterback again. But, you know, Cooper's doing exactly what you'd hope for a backup quarterback to do for you.
Right.
The other quarterback on the team. Win football games. Keep the team competitive until Dak can get healthy.
But, Joe, after the first half MVP season Dak had last year, you know, things were kind of never the same. He got nicked up again in the middle of the season. Have you seen anything in his game that is off or really needs improving, or you think the Cowboys are absolutely good to go moving forward with their franchise guy?
I think right now the biggest thing is he keeps missing time.
Yeah.
The one thing I stress to any young quarterbacks I talk to, the most important thing you can do for your team is to be available to play and practice. That's why let's take an example. Zach Wilson, first preseason game, instead of running out of bounds, decides to plant his foot and cut back in to try and gain 2 or 3 more yards. Now he's gone for 4 or 5 games. And in Dak's case, they've been unfortunate. I mean, he's had just some unfortunate luck when it comes to, you know, we've all hit our thumb. Maybe it's a weak injury. You know, maybe it's a bruise, but, you know, in Dak's case, it was obviously they said a broken bone or something that needed to be fixed. So it's 4 or 5 weeks. I told you last year, the leg injury is a 2-year injury. It takes time. He wound up with trouble with his shoulder, or he wound up with trouble with his calf. Those were all a result of the lack of power in his leg. Now, with his thumb, it's a question of will he be able to cut it loose and have the grip that he needs going forward.
Uh-oh. Got some important news that just broke right now. Dak Prescott is out there on the field without a brace on his thumb. Just tape. That is the news of the hour right now. And I'm telling you guys right now, his return is about to be soon. For those who are out there said, no, you know, he about to come back. And right now, that's just the reality of it, Cowboy Nation. He is back. He is back. Dak is back without a brace on his hand. So now it's up to the fact that can he grip the ball? Can he hold tight to the ball, right? And that is the reality of it, Cowboy Nation. So with that being said, I want to tell you guys that it's about to be sooner. Dak Prescott is about to play sooner than what most people think. And unfortunately, for those who don't want to see Rain Dakota Prescott, like it or love it, it is what it is. And that's just how it is right now. I truly believe that you guys, I get it. This is the reality of it. Dak Prescott is your QB1. And with Rush, he did a wonderful job out there. Trust and believe. If anything that this team needs to take away from what happened is that, hey, you got a quarterback for $40 million. Whoop-de-whoop. But that quarterback, you do not want to have that quarterback throwing the ball 35 to 40 times. The secret sauce to the formula is running the ball. And I went back as far as 2007 when I say those type of things. So it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. Look, I get it. There will be those who will be crying about it, but it is what it is. How they be crying? Stop crying. Hush. Sit down somewhere. Sit. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Let's go.
The good news, I guess you could say, is it occurred, Dak's injury occurred at a time when the weather isn't really cold. It's not wet, it's not rainy, it's not cold. Mm-hmm. So that could help him. But I think Dak can get back to being, get back in a groove, but he's got to practice every day. He's got to be in games every day to sort of get himself back to that, that period of time where he was before he got hurt last year.
Right.
Joe, let's look at Carson Wentz. 3 games in, what's he do better than you expected, and what's sort of disappointed you the most about him?
Well, I think I wouldn't say nothing's disappointed me. I mean, he's been under siege. I don't care who you are as a quarterback when you don't have time to throw the football. It doesn't matter whether you're Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott. Doesn't matter who you are. Right. It's difficult to operate. I think he's protected the ball pretty darn well. He's made decisions with the ball in his hands in the past that have created some issues. He's done a better job protecting the ball in that instance. But, I mean, Washington's been a team that just hasn't been able to score in the first half of football games. I mean, the first half of football games have been tough. And, your defense is left out on the field for a long period of time, and it wears down. I mean, this is something else that's interesting, too. Because the vets don't play any preseason games, I look at the first 2, and now with 17 games, the first 3 games as preseason games for conditioning purposes, holding onto the football. Think of the games over these last 3 weeks. How many guys have put the ball on the ground?
Everybody that's watching and listening right now, do you guys agree with Joe Theismann? I was looking at it like he said first 3 games. 2 is kind of like almost, but I think the first game, I think the first game is more like the preseason game. And I think that the second game, you kind of got an understanding of football speed. The third game, you should be at least up to speed. Now, if it take you 3 games, good, great, Now, I think back in the 80s, in some parts of the 90s, right? How many preseason games were there? Were there 5 or 4, Because I know for sure in the recent years there was 4 preseason games. And if you played the Hall of Famer, you had 5, right? That's just how it goes, right? So it is what it is. I look at it from those aspects. It was 6 T-Smooth. Ooh, that's a lot of preseason games. Oh, my gosh, man. But I truly believe. Okay, so Jared, appreciate you. He says 3 now, and 4 will make the Hall of Fame, right? Right? And I do like the concept. I do like the concept of less preseason games because they meaningless, right? But I hate the philosophy of it collectively. Because for one, I truly understand that we are at an all-time, and I meant to bring this up with my brother last night, talking about injuries and things like that. Like when we grew up, it was probably 1 or 2 injuries a whole season that a player will be out for a year, right? Or a player uneligible to return, right? It wasn't like it is now, like every other week. It's like literally every week, an ACL, ACL, Achilles tear, player out for the year, these type of things. It's custom now. Let me know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Like back in the days when we watched football, they had longer off seasons, 2-a-days, longer preseasons, and there were not a lot of people, if memory served me correct, outside of Joe Theismann, right, who had that horrid injury. There were not a lot of injuries like we see as it relates to this day. Like I thought that the paddings, right, supposed to improve. It seems like it's inverse. It seems like these players, and I'm not pointing fingers at them because half the dog shit that make the NFL. It seems like these players are softer. And I'm not talking about you, but it seems and it appears, right? I think for the 49ers, there was a guy, was it Ronnie Lott? He said, man, just cut that off, man. I'll run back out there. He broke something like a pinky, a ring finger or something? He said, man, just cut it off, man. I'm good. I'm finna go back out there. And it appears like, what's the brother that played for the Washington team? Doug Williams snatched up all of his leg. He was out there. The man went out there with a broken leg. Was it Doug Williams? He went out there with a broken leg and still finished the game, right? Law, I see you shook back. Action power said, Law, I see you shook back, laugh out loud. What it do, man? Appreciate you, man. No hand can hold me down, baby. The beard absorbed it all from last night. Shout out to you. Preseason games is to get the rookies ready. Also give a final shot to make the second or practice squad pegs. Appreciate you, Con. You spitting at me, man. That's good stuff. I truly believe that. And preseason games, we look forward. We look forward to the dress rehearsal. You remember that, Cowboy Nation? Jared, he says, Lott dislocated his middle finger. Oh, okay. I thought he said cut it off or something. But, yeah, appreciate you, man. And he went back out there. Emmitt Smith, oh, yeah, the shoulder game. Emmitt came out there with the big shoulder pads, right? And dislocated his shoulder, and the pads got even bigger. They had to wrap him up. The man was beating, I think it was against the Giants. It was against the Giants. The meat falling off the bone, dislocated shoulder, and he went back out there. Oh, it was Jack Youngblood played the whole Super Bowl with a broken leg. These times, you would never hear this, stories like this. Oh, Williams says, no, he did amputated his finger just so he could play. Oh my gosh. See, the modern day players, and I'm not saying that Dak ain't tough, right? I'm definitely not saying that. And I'm not saying the other players that we know of, like the Sterling Shepard, he got an ACL tear. He's out for the rest of the year. I'm not saying to put some Mississippi mud on that bandage and he get back out there. No, I'm not saying those things. But I'm just saying that it's weird now that more and more of these guys are getting injured. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give you a dog a bone, right?
How many guys have dropped passes?
Scoring is way down.
Yeah, it's because there's no preseason, because your vets don't really get pounded on. You don't get somebody pulling the ball away from you. You don't get hit. You can't hit in practice.
Yeah.
So this is a result of the rules of football today, and it's something we're going to have to live with. So, to me, I think Carson's done a good job of protecting the ball. He's made throws when he's had to. And he's made some that, you wish you had back, but every quarterback does that. I don't care who you are. And so to me, he just needs to get protection. I think this is, again, I've said this before. I watched Dallas the other night. I mean, that front is just Philadelphia's front is incredible. Dallas's front, 5. And Dan Quinn, I guarantee you, as Washington gets ready for this game, they better alert their running backs, tight ends, and everybody, because pressure's coming. The floodgates are going to be open based upon what they saw against Philadelphia. And this is what teams do. They'll look at it. And Dan's going to bring pressure anyway. And you've got talent. And I said this on a radio show last week. Micah Parsons, to me, is the closest thing that we have seen to Lawrence Taylor in this league in a long, long time. His based upon what they saw against Philadelphia, and this is what teams do. They'll look at it. And Dan's going to bring pressure anyway. Yeah. And you've got talent. And I said this on a radio show last week. Micah Parsons, to me, is the closest thing that we have seen to Lawrence Taylor in this league in a long, long time.
Look, that Parsons, everybody, is just a different type of animal. And the Cowboys, we still need to build around that, right? How many years Aaron Donald been in the league? Can somebody put that down below? I heard that even LT, Lawrence Taylor, for those who out there that don't know, he said, let's see if he can do it for 13 years. And I get it, Lawrence Taylor got a right to say that. Brandon Ross says Aaron Donald been in the league for 10 years. So with that being said, when Lawrence Taylor said, hey, let's see if he can do it for 13 years. Dude, Aaron Donald haven't did it for 13 years. You can't hide stuff from us. We know greatness when we see greatness. So with that being said, and I know 2 different positions, blah, blah, blah. When somebody can see someone making an impact for this team, being able to do the things that Parson is doing, even off ball, like off ball linebacker / hey, I'm going to get inside. You can shoot me through the A gap, coach. You can line me up at 0, coach. You can play me on the right or left side, coach. And in a pinch, if you really need to, I can give you safety play. We can see with our eyes. You don't need 13 years. Now, granted, when you put the silver and blue on, expectations goes beyond the roof, right? They will watch every little thing you do, and there's nowhere you can disguise what's going on. So Aaron Donald, for all of those years, expectations was just, hey, man, this is an interior threat, right? Dynamic for what he's doing, undersized. As the under tackle, whatever you want to line Aaron Donald at on that LOS, he's going to make you pay. But let me knock on the door with this one. Aaron Donald couldn't do it all by himself. Right? We talked about this before. They went and got some mercenaries, some dogs to put along with Aaron Donald. Y'all can start naming the names, right? Right? I mean, he just had Von Miller with him, right? Last season to help out Aaron Donald. Y'all put down the names. Jalen Ramsey they went and got to help out Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? I can do this for hours and name names. So they went and got So, who was a man amongst boys himself to help out Aaron Donald. one can argue that if the Cowboys are not doing this thing rightly, that they're going to end up putting Parsons by himself doing this stuff. You know, Paul Smith, appreciate you. Law, I just ordered my first Parsons jersey with more to come. Appreciate you so much, man. I thank you for that donation as well. You know, I really appreciate you. Yeah, you got to get all of them, man. You got to get the Leonard Floyd. Yeah, Christian, appreciate you. They're helping out there, brother, tremendously. You make sure you get the white one, the blue one, the color rush one, you know, Paul Smith. And make sure you get the throwback Parsons jersey, and make sure that they all stitched, right? And then Paul, buy another jersey and go ahead and see if you can find out where Parsons is at. I encourage you. Maybe right now. Don't wait 3 years, 4 years from now, because the price of that bag is going to increase, right? And you get that jersey signed by Parsons, his number and everything, and you go get a frame, and you put that jersey in a frame and put it in your man cave, never to be touched again. And about 30 years from now, Paul, that jersey is going to be worth millions of dollars, baby. So go ahead and do that, man. I encourage a lot of you guys to go do such too. You know, that Parsons is an animal. And if you really want to get into it, go get his cards and go get his Penn State jersey and go get all of them, man. Go hit his mom and his dad up, Tupac and Biggie. Make sure you get everybody to sign his jersey, get close to him. You know, take a picture if you can. And if you was with Cowboys Experience last year, you would have had a chance to get all of those things. Man, he was one of the guys that Cowboys Experience. And shout out to Parsons and him and his entire family. They didn't have a good time. They had a great time out there at this event. And on top of that, this weekend, we will have some players there, and be sure to be there at Cowboys Experience. Let me play the commercial one more time before I hit the other deal.
Let the Cowboys Experience introduce you to a whole new way to enjoy a Cowboys football weekend. Experience the ultimate Cowboys player and fan event at Toyota Music Factory on the Texas Lottery Plaza, making lasting memories by booking at cowboysexperience.com today.
817-888-1726. You'll get a chance to meet a great player out there. And trust me, we got a tasty treat for you guys. Come on out to Cowboys Experience. Let's listen.
His athleticism, his quickness, where they say run 4.35 at that size, his speed, and you know, when he gets a shot at somebody, he doesn't miss him. If he's coming, he's either going through you or around you or under you. I've been so impressed with his ability to be able to play the game. Mm-hmm. You know, the unique thing about Lawrence was his ability to be able to dissect an angle when he ran people down. His ability to be able to make people miss when they tried to block him. And then there's that last-minute acceleration when he gets close to where a tackle is. And like I said, I'm not saying he is Lawrence, because I'm not one of those people that says, well, this guy's the next Michael Jordan. Right. No, there's only one Michael Jordan. There's only one Lawrence Taylor. Mm-hmm. You know, those are unique individuals. Those are, you know, as we like to refer to them, generational people. Right. But I think Micah Parsons is probably as close to anybody, if you want to compare him to someone in the history of the game, to Lawrence Taylor.
Joe Theismann.
No doubt. That number is strolling at the bottom of the screen. Call today, 817-888-1726. You'll be in the mix. Or go to cowboysexperience.com. I've seen people say, hey, what's the number? Go there and trust me, you will have a great time. If you think I'm lying, ask Lisa. Lisa's somewhere in the chat. Lisa, tell them about it. And Gina, I see you. Y'all tell people about that Cowboys Experience.
Desmond, I love the series of Football Life. They focused on Joe's as well on the NFL Network, joining us every single year on Sean and RJ. And I think I remember this correctly from when we asked you about Micah in the past. You know, we've wanted him just to line up at that DN pass rushing position and just wreak havoc. But I think you and every other quarterback, and we tried to convince Dan Quinn and McCarthy. They said no. That it's better to line them up in different spots. Do you feel the same way?
Absolutely. Yeah, are you kidding? Dan didn't listen to you?
No, he didn't listen.
Mike
No.
didn't. Oh,
Or Jerry.
Nobody listens.
Nor Jerry.
Oh, come on, guys. What are they thinking? I mean, with all the knowledge that you've accumulated
All
over
right.
the years,
All right, Joe.
all the experience that you have in this game. No, I think that I really think that what they want to do is match him up. They want the best matchups. A lot of times, if you line them up on the end. You can always bring a tight end over, or you can chip with a back, or try and chip with the back. But you can create a little bit more of a traffic jam for him. I think what they try and do is move him into situations where you'll see games. You'll see the ENTs, the tackles, the end switch. You'll see the tackles. Basically, what they'll do is they'll try and pull a guard or pull a tackle.
Appreciate you, man. The comment corner, man. He was out there at the event. I appreciate him so much, man. He says, Law, we should have a great crowd this weekend at Cowboys Experience. Law Nation Groove in the house. Appreciate you so much, man. Had a wonderful time with him out there. He celebrated with us, and he bought enough food and drinks for me, man, that my belly was full. And I really appreciate you so much, the comment corner, man. I thank you. And you still giving donations to me, man. I really appreciate you. Look, he had a wonderful time out there, and we talked some good stuff. And I can't wait to see you again, my dog. At him and I think the other event we had, Alfonso out there talking about people. Tyson Kemp, he came out, showed some love and adulations, and some more people with their family, their wives and kids, man. And they all said, man, Law, man, we love listening to your communications and your conversations with the Cowboys, man. Be you, be authentic, be real. And that goes a long way, all the way down to the heart. I appreciate it. So one guy said that, hey, man, I just love to wait to the end to hear your motivational speech. I try to give a mix of it all, so I appreciate y'all so much, man. Really do.
And create a lane straight up the middle. So, I mean, to me, his versatility was something that was special. And basically the Giants did that with Lawrence to a degree. Lawrence didn't always rush from the one side. And the other thing is Leonard Marshall was next to him. I think if you really delve into the game a little bit, it's not just that unique individual like Micah is, but who's he lining up next to? And how do you have to block that individual? The best thing this was the concept of the 46 defense of the Bears. They wanted 5 guys up front to block 5 guys individually, knowing full well that they had better athletes on that side of the ball than you had on the offensive line. That was their theory.
Right.
And I think with Mike it's the same thing. But who lines up next to him? Do you chip him and not help the guard? Do you chip him, not help the center? So I mean that's the situation and the problems that he presents because of his abilities.
So it's not so much like, moving him around, it's making sure that he's rushing on every play. Like that's my issue. Like I don't care if he's necessarily rushing from the middle or side. I just don't want him dropping back into coverage, right? Because he's just so good at rushing the pass.
No, he's
well you can't look. Micah Parsons is human, right? And when you start talking about, he's still undersized too. Let's not get this twisted, right? I'm not finna have him rushing on every single down because, for most people, y'all embrace him now because he's healthy, right? But if he start getting nicks and knacks, then I know Cowboy fans. I know Cowboy fans to the heart. Y'all would turn on this dude, Y'all would literally turn on this dude if he get knick-knacked, and y'all would say he's injury-prone, and y'all would say, oh, he was a one-hit wonder, a one-year wonder, or however. And the goal of it is to still play this chess match, but you don't have to rush him on every down. I think that that's why you got D-Laws of the world with 3 sacks. Dorrance Armstrong with the season with 3 sacks, right? Let's not get greedy. Yeah, they will say Micah then will be overrated and all of that. Yeah, shout out to you, Sly. So what you should do in this nature is still have him on the field, but give him spells within plays. That's roughly about 60 snaps or 60 to 65 plays in a game. And if you want to still have the threat of Parsons out there on the field, there's delayed blitzes, in this situation, drop him so that he can have a spell within the plays, if you guys get what I'm saying. Now, on sure passing downs, 3rd and long, send them. I wouldn't, if it's 3rd and 25, it would be foolish. Hey, man, let's drop Parsons down. No, that would be foolish. 3rd and 25, send 11. So that's why when we seen Parsons in the red zone, go back and look at the way he was accumulating those sacks. Majority of those sacks came on, we knew that they was going to pass the ball, and they was in the red zone. Ask Tom Brady, right, about that. Ask Joe Burrows about that. So let's not just use this guy up and then throw him away. And I think that the Dan Quinn of the world is doing a wonderful job with this. Let's continue to use him the proper way and the right way. Let's go. Let's listen.
He has those kind of skills as well. No, I mean, he's very young. I mean, you see someone of this talent and you think, wow, but you forget that there's so much more to this game. Every game is a learning process for him. Every game is a teaching moment for him. Every play is a teaching moment. And, and like I say, Dan Quinn's just a heck of a football coach.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, let's face it. I mean, he has been. And his concepts, and when you have athletes to be able to do things with, makes a world of difference.
Joe, let's try to unite during this week of rivalry. Let's unite on something. And please tell us that Jalen Hurts has not taken the official leap, that we can still hope that they're overachieving and Philly is not this for real. Where do you stand?
I think Philly is for real. I think they're a football team that's, their offense is explosive. I think A.J. Brown makes a world of difference. Sometimes that one individual gives you confidence from a quarterback's perspective. Yeah. I think Jalen's again. I mean, the kid's continuing to learn. This is really like his second year. He's learning how to play the position. He throws a lot of 50-50 balls, and right now his guys are catching them.
Yeah,
it's a long season. I mean, but he trusts his receivers, and the thing is, he trusts them, and they come down with them.
They do. Yeah.
And that's been sort of the way these games. It's like Tua. Tua does the same thing down in Miami.
Yeah.
You put the ball in a position where it isn't going to be you're hitting everybody in stride all the time, that somebody's going to have to make a play, and that's basically what they've done. But I think Philadelphia is a team that you have to look at and say they've got a lot of things going for them. They like to run the football, and they throw when they have to. And if you can like to run the football and you have success, now you're really putting defenses on their heels, because now you can't take the guy out of the middle because you've got guys going down. I mean, you look at your football team. I mean, Turpin can flat out fly.
Yeah.
Where does he? Is he? And this, people are going to go, well, now really Joe's gone completely nuts. Okay, but I mean, you look at what Tyreek Hill does. Tyreek more than just catches the ball. When you have speed like that on the field, and CD does the same thing, Lamb. When you have that kind of speed, it's tough to bring safeties up to support the run game.
Oh, that was the end of that audio. Man, they cut it short, man. That was a great piece by 105.3 The Fan and Joe Theismann there. You got to the good part when he mentioned Kevontae Turpin and how he's utilizing use. I just posted the link here. It's in the chat area. Please be sure to click odyssey.com, 105.3 The Fan link, and you can listen to the full audio. It's about 13 minutes long, and you will have a good time. Just rewind, listen to the full link, or listen to the full audio, and go over everything that they said and analyze. This is a good interview from Joe and Theismann there. Get out the way, Dak. Get out the way, dog. Get out the way. All right. And his observation of the Eagles, as much as I hate to give any praises to that team. I say this as true as I can be. A team that plays sound defense and run the ball will always be dangerous, right? And like he said, the Eagles, they like to run the ball. And right now, he did mention that Hurts, he throw the 50-50 ball, and his receivers are coming down with it, right? That play that Devontae Smith called, the two plays. I mean, he was like closing his eyes and chunking it down the field, and Roll Tide come down with the ball, right? And then the play that Brown caught, he closed his eyes and throw the ball, and I see a guy from Ole Miss. I'm from Mississippi, so I like all of the players from Mississippi. I see a guy from Ole Miss coming down with the ball, and I said, all right, cool. But those plays against maybe, just maybe, a more qualifying safety over the top or DB that like to be sticky, those INTs, right? Those are interceptions. So, but when you have trust in your wide receivers, that goes a long way. But neither here nor there, you still got to lace them up and play football, right? And I told people before, when it get cold and the wind start blowing that ball, them 50-50 balls don't become 50-50 anymore, right? So let's get it, Cowboy Nation. All right, so what we do at this time, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's 1:05 where I'm at right now, a little after 1. We'll open up the phone lines. And let's not have a long conversation. Let's have your points and our counterpoint, and then we'll keep the show rolling. If y'all want to do that, 657-390-7391, and that's my hotline. Come on. Only the ones that down for me, baby. Let's go.
There are 3 participants in the conference. All participants are muted. Please announce yourself.
Watch how this beat come in, baby.
Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real.
Come on.
Whether we East coastin' or we in the hidden hills. In the poppin' straps of blue faces, not the pills. Heard you callin' bluffs, I show and prove it, it's for real. Son of God, not a son of Sam.
Let's get it.
Keep it off the books and keep it coming in. Bitch, the old whip, see what I'm coming in. The inside caramel just like 100 grand. Call my phone, hit my
Maryland, appreciate you so much. Law, just what you say, the Eagles are okay. They haven't played anyone. Fans, don't give up on Dak. He's not done. Cooper, not better. I appreciate you. Miss Washington, I appreciate you so much. You're right. I hate giving them praises. I do. I hate giving Eagles praises. But when they play us, it's going to be on, baby. It's going to be on. It's going to be on. But spot on with that. I appreciate you so much, Miss Washington. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, but for right now, I look, the Eagles are the Eagles. They are first in the offense, first overall, 5th in defense. I see some weakness on there. Look at that special team. 26 in special team. That means when we play the Eagles, it's going to be Cavante Turpin. You know what I'm saying? Turpin time for your mind. Sadiq, we appreciate you so much. Hi, Law. First, let me say this. We truly do appreciate you. I thank you. The Bearded Brothers was awesome last night, and I thank you so much for being part of this show last night, donating $80 over there. I really appreciate you. I was laughing so hard. Here's a donation to help toward the next Henny bottle. She know I need one. Oh my gosh, man. I drank the whole bottle last night, man. It was crazy. All right, so we got some people that's in the chat. I got my guy from the 228, man. What do you know about Mississippi, man? What's good, man?
Man, this is Jason from Ocean Springs.
Man, what's good, Jason? What's good with you, man?
I got to say this right here. You know, everybody, I'm around all these New Orleans Saints fans and down here, and, they mighty quiet now.
Yeah.
And they hate the fact that we doing our thing. So now they hoping on the Eagles beating us.
They got hope in their pockets.
they hoping on the Eagles. But I'm going to tell you, like I told them, I said, listen, tell me who have they beaten? Who they have played? They barely beat the Detroit Lions team.
By 3 points, yeah. Yep. Barely.
Then they beat the Vikings on Monday Night Football, a team everybody thought had arrived because they beat Green Bay week 1, forgetting the fact that Green Bay always struggles in week 1.
Man, it looked terrible week 1, man.
And Vikings ain't done nothing.
Yep.
And then they beat, and in my Law Nation voice, they beat the Washington football.
They did. And I can't wait to see Washington. And Washington gave them a little fits toward the latter part because they scored all of those points in the second quarter, right?
That's what I'm saying. So my thing is, who has Philly beaten soundly that make you think that? Because as far as I'm concerned, until Philly knocks us off, we still the kings of the East. We still rock.
It do belong to us. And just for accuracy, Kirk Cousins, by the way, out of 50 games that he played, teams that's above 500, and I love to hear Colin Cowherd throw out this nonsense, right? But out of 50 games that he played, teams that are above 500, his record is 10-40. Come on with it, man. So, and then I'm not even gonna pull up like his primetime games. Kirk Cousins, literally wetted the bed against those Eagles. They had ample enough opportunities, but for right now, you know how that bird is sitting on that power line, I ain't gonna say what we used to do in the country. You know what I'm saying, with a BB gun and a pellet gun. You know what I mean? He was a frown, baby. But let the bird sit high for right now.
Listen. I got my turkey fry lit up with the peanut oil. We gonna deep fry that eagle. We gonna deep fry it.
But what we can't do, my dog from Jason, right? Jay.
Yeah.
What we can't do is we can't start talking about Eagles until Eagles week, right? We got to talk about these Washington teams. What we gonna do against Carson, man, this weekend?
This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see against the Washington team. Mm-hmm. I want to see the offensive line gel a little better.
Okay,
we're doing a great job, and I gotta give the props to the Jones family on drafting Tyler Smith. I didn't see it on draft night. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But I trusted them because I knew when it comes to drafting offensive linemen, we hit more than we missed.
You right.
We hit more than we missed.
Yep.
And, man, I'm going to tell you, the best thing going for Tyler Smith right now is that he got Peters right next to him.
Oh, yeah.
Man, so I want to see, and he's improving every week. So I want to see the offensive line gel a little bit better. I hope Peters starts because I do not want to see Fournier in the starting lineup come Sunday. I hope Peters starts at the guard, and we keep Tyler Smith, Peters, and then we have our center, and we have Zach Martin and Steele. I want to see that offensive line really gel together, man, because they are the difference makers in that run game. People don't understand. For the plays that Peters was in there, his first running play, Tony Pollard came right behind him and got 20 yards, bro.
He did, dog. He was running like a madman on fire. And I take heed to all what you're saying about that. I truly believe that this team, the Cowboys, believe it or not, are ranked number 1 on the offensive line pedigree when we running the ball. Like we are the best team in those run schemes and the run fits. So keep that energy, Cowboy Nation. Let's not veer off from there.
What I want to see from the defense on Sunday is this. We done seen Michael Parsons dominate for 2 games. We done seen Tank and Armstrong dominate for the Giants game. I want to see them put it together now.
Yeah, let's put it together, man. I appreciate you, man, so much, man. Thank you for calling in, fam.
Take it easy, Lo.
Yeah, we'll do, man. That guy from my neck of the woods, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? And he came with some good pedigree of conversational piece. And just reel it in, right? Reel it in. The Dallas Cowboys play this weekend. Early game. If we don't have to sit around and wait all day, right? We the first one on the dock. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I got my guy from the 646. You're in the mix. You're live.
Yeah, Lo, what's up, man? What's going on? First time calling in.
Oh, man, appreciate you, bro, for calling in. Salute.
Yeah, I'm coming from the Bronx, New York.
All right.
All right, you know, I just want, you know, I'll be watching your show, and I just want to touch a few things.
Okay.
I know we're going to beat Washington, so it makes no sense to talk about that. But the Dak situation, us folks up here in New York, you know, we play football, we watch football. And when we watch football, New York is a passionate town. So when Dallas lose, we catch hell, right? And one thing we see about the Cowboys not the Cowboys, Dak. Yo, his team done lost faith in him. You watched the game, right? Did you see when CD, after one pass where he was wide open in the Tampa game, he just threw his hands up? You know, it's Dak, man, right? I love my team, man. But Dak he lost confidence after his injury, right?
You think who are you observing this from the Bronx, from the broadcast of you?
TV.
From the Rock, look, did you go and read what J. Ron Curse said? And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but he's on the defensive side. I do like my guy, Big Bo, right? Big Bo Hanna. He was like, man, that Cooper Clutch, right? He gave him a nickname, right? He said Cooper's Clutch. I do like that, but I don't want people to take snippets in small portions and say those type of things, because when you are close to the ground with the Cowboys, you can literally see and hear those players giving strong praises to four. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's true.
But ain't nothing like rooting and cheering on the backup quarterback and pouring upon everything that you got into him, right? Because he need every ounce of the encouragement. Because we can literally see that when the best medicine to anything is winning games, and that's what I see. That the team is rallying around Cooper Rush, and they love this. You know what I'm saying? Because they know where this man come from. Everybody loves the success story, right? So that's what I see. But I don't think that they lost any faith or any confidence in four. I think that we can't look at the Tampa Bay game and judge Dak Prescott's entire career off of the Tampa Bay game. I just refuse to think that.
No, Lord. I seen this from the playoffs and some of the games from last year. Like we watched them. Like, you know, I used to play high school football. Right. And you know, when you the biggest, the strongest, and you can throw that ball, they put you at quarterback. Right. And one thing the coaches would teach us is confidence in don't be scared when they coming at you. Stand in that pocket. Right. Dak, it's like, you know what Dak remind me of?
What do you remind you of?
But a little bit. Wait. Let me tell you. I'm in New York, and I had to watch the midgets. That's what we call the Giants in New York. Yeah. And I had to watch Eli. One thing about Eli that Eli did that Dak is doing, under pressure, they get nervous. Right? And I think it's something with Dak with the nerves. Cooper, under pressure, that boy standing there.
I beg the difference, man. Eli, and it's far all the way from Mississippi. You know, I seen Eli when he was growing up playing. I seen him play at Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? I heard the storylines of Eli before you met.
Say Mississippi. I got bloodline down there in Laurel, Mississippi. That's where my people come from.
Okay. So, hey, that's where the Ontario Drummond is from too. Laurel, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. McGee and all of those little areas over there, man. So when you say those things, man, Eli That joker, he unfazed, man. Eli, that joker ate the Crayolas, man. Man, Eli against those Patriots, man. They was sitting in the house, they hitting him, and he just stood back up. I was talking to my guy Bad Dog. He's from your neck of the woods, so he way over there.
Okay.
And he's a big YouTuber on the Giants side. And
yeah,
he said,
I saw him with you one day.
Yeah, I said that Eli dude. He's that I can't say the R word, but he's that kid that you'll close up in the closet, beat him up. I'm not saying that I did that, but he just come out and say, hey, let's do it again. Eli never got hurt. He never got hurt. The difference between Eli and any player in the National Football League, he's the guy that never get hurt. He just like his pinky, his thumb, his knee. He would never get hurt. Eli just never folded, man. But he would throw some interceptions though. But you can't rattle Eli.
Man,
that was
good
his kryptonite.
chat with you, man. I've been trying to chat with you for a long time, bro. But I love your show, man. I just wanted to tell you that, definitely, man.
No doubt.
A lot of dudes up in New York about you, man. So you known up in New York, man. You getting around up here.
So I can walk around the Bronx, man. I'm free to.
Man, you'll be good, man. You'll be good in the Bronx.
Okay, good, man. I may have to check y'all out one time, man, out that way. You know what I'm saying? With your permission.
I plan to come down here with my son. I plan to come down here with my son and see a game. Hopefully, when Dak get back, I'm gonna come down there. My name is Keith, though, but I'm gonna continue watching your show and stuff. And I'll try to call in again, Lord. Good talk.
No doubt, man.
Bro.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, man, he need to come out of Oxnard, too, man. And he would see how the players interact with Dakota Prescott and how they interact with other guys out there. Now, one thing I can tell you for sure, winning is the best medicine. And trust me, this team, when Dak Prescott get back, all will be forgiven once he win again. I think that what's left on the table with most fans is that Tampa Bay game, and naturally the playoff game. Like most people look at that playoff game, it got to be the quarterback fault, man. But we have 14 penalties, right? And there's nobody that can say otherwise that ball wasn't put right on the money when Amari Cooper caught that fade ball in a touchdown, right? And there's not even if you the most hated Dak Prescott person out there, and you got silver and blue in your body, right? And you got the passion of the Cowboys. When Dak ran it in for that touchdown, you had to stand up and say, yeah, here we go, baby, about time. You know, you definitely didn't look at that situation and say, all right, come on, man, another play. But that's just how it goes. I don't want you guys to be fickle with it. But neither here nor there. I got Lady Jessica from the 903. You're live.
Hey, Lo, how are you?
I'm well. I can't complain.
I have never seen you like that before since I've been following you.
What?
You had me worried.
Where?
And I was laughing so hard.
Oh, you talking about last night? Yeah, it was crunk last night. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I enjoyed you. All I'm looking for, like I said, the boys are going to go out there, and the defense is going to be awesome. The offense is going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. This is a home game. This is our house. We have to defend our house. Whose house is this?
Our house, right?
Whose house is this?
Our house. Yes, indeed.
I said, whose house is this?
Oh, man, is this our house?
It's the Dallas Cowboys house, and we're going to defend our house. Yeah. They ain't about to sit up here and just let Carson Wentz come in here and run out. I don't know what game y'all missed out on, but the boys got started last week. They warmed up. They going to be hot and on fire. So all of this doubt, man, kick that out the door. Mm-hmm. It ain't about no doubting this team. It's about supporting them and going with who we got to go with for right now. Yeah. And please leave Dak alone. Let that boy heal, and when he get back, then we will see. All this disrespecting him is sad. But Dak is our number one QB. He didn't ask to get hurt. He wasn't planning on getting hurt. Don't try to sit there and blame him for getting hurt. He wasn't expecting that. None of us expect for anything bad to happen to us, right? We look for everything to be good and look for a great day. But who's to say how they gonna go? So all of this negativity, please stop. Get them PVOs up, people. PVO, and let's go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
Appreciate you.
It's time to kick the Washington Commons behind and send them home packing.
Yes, indeed. How about them, baby? That's Lady Jessica. I really appreciate her so much for calling in. Cowboy Nation, I truly understand where you guys are coming from, right? I see my whole point of this show is to allow people, objectively speaking, allow people to give contrast, right? Like, if you have your opinion, stand on it, right? Anything that we say, I want you guys to understand, we don't control the outcome of the situation. Like the Jones family, man, they are the Jones family. They are a business first, right? And he got his hands on so many things that this is a game for him, right? It may be passion for us, but it's a game for them. It's like Monopoly. It's like we're trading places. Mortimer, whatever that guy name, right? And that's just how it goes. These dudes, and for the city and the area of Dallas, I'll never forget, ice storm came, knocked out a third of the power in Dallas, right, in the city. And Jerry Jones, who owns a natural gas company, he increased the percentages of what the cost would be. Why? Because, hey, it was time for him to capitalize. Within that month time, he made $1 billion. This is not even talking about Cowboys revenue. We're talking about just money in the pockets, right? Revenue. Capitalization. We live in a capitalistic society. Whereas if you got the big dollars, boy, you can make it holler. And that is the reality of it. So I love to talk sports, but the reality of it is that the Jones family, they are a business, baby. The sports is just a byproduct, right? To get you off the real thing that they doing. And they are multi-billionaires with the B. Coach, you're live. AJ.
What up? Lady Jessica just explained some simple facts. Stop hating on your own team, man. I swear. That is one thing from traveling the U.S., I will say the Cowboys fans do more than any other team.
Right.
The Giants, that dude talking trap on Eli, but look, they let him play for how many years when he was terrible.
Yeah.
They kept him. They said, hey, you give me 2 championships, and he didn't do anything special. He threw one good ball, and it stuck to the dude's helmet.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Tyree.
their defense played out there, yay.
Yeah.
And what does this team have right now that they had? Defense.
Yeah.
We finally got it. As Des Bryant said it the other day best, I'd have done anything for one of them D's out there like they got now.
Yeah, they got now, yeah.
Because we got a hell of a squad now on the defensive side. And what most people keep forgetting, we started the season down 2 wide routes, a left tackle, pretty much no left guard for the first game.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but they call that you on the bottom end.
Yep.
Everybody on the Eagles squad is healthy.
Yep.
You getting healthy. That's why I like this situation. Dak should take his time and don't rush this thing. Don't be talking about coming back this week.
Right.
Maybe next week if you can grip it and rip it.
Yeah.
But first of all, if we can run the ball, he ain't got to grip and rip. I don't want to hear he got to come back and throw for 400, and he's got to throw 3 touchdowns. If he throws 1 touchdown and we get a dub, that's all that matters.
Right.
That's where I wish our fans would stop with all this. Hey, our last check, Cooper Rush didn't even make the squad. We cut him as 53, right?
Right.
We put him on the price squad. And no other team out of 31 teams thought he was worth even as a backup.
Right.
So we need to stop that. Don't. There's no comparison. It's just like I listened to a young man yesterday when you threw the facts. He was talking well, Dak's statistics are not in the top 10. You pulling up, he's top 3, top 4, top 7, top 10 on everything.
Yeah.
What more does the man have to do?
Yeah.
You know what you got to do? You got to win a championship.
Yeah, at this point, yep.
I'm close to Denver. I go to Denver games. They booing this man, but they don't have that mentality. And one other thing, you ate your crow, but Lawrence Dawes got more sacks than your boy Randy, who got $14 million.
Yeah.
Who we were all crying about. Come on, we got to keep him.
Yeah.
And he got 2 blocks on special teams.
Man,
2 blocks.
He got 2. He blocked. Also, he blocked the other one the other day.
Yeah.
God dog, he did that. So he got 2.
Yeah.
I saw the one last like the last game. So he blocked the first one.
Yes.
God dog. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and redo that film session then.
No, you ain't got to redo it. You already ate the crow.
That dude, Dorrance Armstrong. So for right now, off the top of my head, I think Randy Gregory got 2 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. Right, and they love him. I heard that they love him out there in Denver, though. You know.
Oh yeah, because you know where he spent his time at? The South. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Because guess what I own part
Smoke
of?
weed every day.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Go look up Baba Kush. But I don't care what anybody say. You cannot dog your own squad. If you call your wife the ugliest woman on the planet,
Right.
remember, when you keep sweeping her outside, there's always somebody outside waiting to sweep her right now.
Oh, you ain't lying about that.
Just like we said, well, we can get rid of Dak. What did Indianapolis coach say? Oh, you won't give him $40 million? We'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you want 2 draft picks? And what Jerry do?
Yeah.
I would have took it if you'd have gave me 2 draft picks.
Right.
Because we thought we were all that and we didn't need him. Well, you got to go through those growing pains with them new quarterbacks, folks.
Yeah.
I know Cooper's winning,
Right.
but come on, pump your brakes, folks.
Yeah.
He hadn't thrown for 2 touchdowns in a game. He's thrown for 1.
Yeah, I mean, I think the bar, the expectation is not as high for Cooper, so it's unrealistic for 4. But I get what you're saying, Coach. I appreciate you so much for calling in.
Hey man, you gonna have pleasure, and remember 2 things.
Uh-huh.
It gets better on Friday, baby.
Oh yeah, you already know. I appreciate you.
I sent you some, and I need to know the number so I can text when I'm down next week, so I can get something to you.
Okay.
All right?
Cool. I'll hit you up between that time frame, Coach. Appreciate you.
All right, cool. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's a good call from Coach, man. And when he down there, boy, we're going to have a great time. I already know. I got my guy. We got some people in here, so we're going to try to move right along. But with that being said, I really appreciate you guys so much for jumping in. I got the movie star, man, from the 316. You live.
Law, what's good? What's
good? What's good with you? Come on with it.
Man, look, man, Cowboy Nation. First of all, let me say last night, the brothers, man, y'all had me dying. Y'all was
for 3 hours, man.
Man, y'all was saucy. Boy, hey, I want to know what the story was that you shut your brother down from telling.
You know, it's JSU. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my God, I can't say it, man.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is something that need to come to light.
I'm telling you, man. Down quick. I shot that one down. No, you can't say that one, man. Ooh, boy, we have some stories, man. Shout out to the AKAs, though, man. Oh, there was AKAs. Boy, I ain't going to talk too much, man. We talking too much already. but we love them AKAs. But AKAs, JSU AKAs. Shout out to them, man. Yes, indeed. All right, man.
All right, back to football.
Back football, man. Don't want to talk too much, you know.
All right, so I want Cowboy Nation to remember the Giants game.
Mm-hmm.
What we saw in CeeDee Lamb,
right,
after dropping that pass, and then coming back the way he did with that dog mentality.
Yeah.
Okay. That right there should show the nation that this team is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's not forget, as you call him, Rain Dakota.
Rain Dakota. Yeah.
The guy came back and had the best season he had after his mom died. Okay.
Yeah, Mississippi State. Yeah.
That's a certain level of mental toughness that not everybody has.
Right.
The closest thing I seen to that was Brett Favre after his dad died.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So the character of the team has changed.
Right.
And that's the big thing. Okay? So my faith is in Russ right now, and Dak gonna be all right because he's seeing what he can be doing.
Yeah.
He's seeing what actually he was doing that year. Okay? Now, I had a premonition.
Right.
Listening to Theismann.
Okay.
Talking about Parsons.
Okay.
Okay? Because let's remember who Theismann played for.
Yeah, the Washington team. Yeah.
When Lawrence Taylor broke his leg.
I forgot all about that. It was Lawrence Taylor. Was it Lawrence Taylor that did that to him?
Yes.
Fatality.
Yes. Okay? And now we talking about Parsons going against the same team that Theismann played for. Wentz, he got a target on him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't praying for no
Maybe I'm
injuries.
trying to tie things up with what you said. So what you trying to say is
Fatality.
and we ain't trying to wish this on good old Carson. So you know what I'm saying? But he better be mindful of number 11 out there on the field.
It just hit me. It's weird that Theismann sitting here talking about Lawrence Taylor and comparing him to Parsons, going against the same team that he played for when it happened to him.
Oh my gosh! Hey, this is what it is, man. And I'm quite sure that Carson's is a slower Danny. You know, because Danny was able to roll out and buy some time and space. And had the aficionados on his side. You know, I would be investigating which aficionado crew is going to be calling this game, right?
Please do.
We're going to have to do some of that, fam. One more point before I let you roll, fam.
But Cowboys, let's let them hang against Washington, do that damn thing, and come Philly, all I want to hear is Monty after we whip their ass.
Ooh, I got the Monty clip queued up, ready to roll, man. Appreciate you, my dog. Already. I've been putting the Monty clip on ice. If you guys notice, I haven't been playing the Monty clip because I'm waiting. I let these guys on the Eagles side, they jump in, and they talk a little bit here and there. They talk their stuff, they talk their noise, right? But we'll see what it looked like week 6, though. I got my guy D from DC. The 301, you're live, dog. Talk to me, man.
What's up, dog?
What's good?
I'm about the Cowboys.
All day.
We gonna beat the Washington team like they stole our money. You understand? Cause they ain't got nothing coming when we play on Sunday. We gonna run the ball with Zeke, and we gonna run behind Peters, and we're going to take this thing down. But people forget that Dak Prescott is a soldier. He's a general.
Yeah.
There's no controversy. Because without Dak Prescott, we wouldn't even be where we at. Dak Prescott is 26-6 against the NFC East. You brought that down, Lord. People forget about that. You know what I'm saying?
They do. They forget about that. You're right.
We need to stop hating on the Cowboys. We need positive energy. Because positive energy, the positive words would bring positive results, dog. So I wish that you could start a Cowboy Positivity Club, no negativity, because you know, Lord, because you read the good book. The one positive thing you say, it comes to fruition. I don't have to tell you that, because you already know that. So, because what the good book says, Lord, life and death is in the power of what? The tongue. Life and death is in the power of the tongue.
It is.
So we need to speak life to the Cowboys, not death all the time. Because when we speak negative, it's going to be negative. We speak life, we're going to give life. So all the Cowboy Nation, we need to speak life. It's successful, our Cowboys, to watch it happen. And all I got to say is, how about the Cowboys, Lord? And Lord, did you get my address?
I still didn't get your address, man. Hit me up. Did you go to my website? And did you go down there where it says comment, communicate with me? Did you put it in there?
I went to your Facebook. I need to go to your website.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to my website. It's Law Nation Sports. Go all the way down where it says connect with the nation. And then type away and then put your name, your email address, and your number there. And that's how you can get in contact with me. That's the best way, man. Is just through my website, Law Nation Sports, man. And I promise you, I'll get with you on that, okay?
Because I still want to do that pickle show with you.
Okay,
you know?
Most certainly. Yeah, do that for me, my guy. Thank you so much for calling in. That's D from D.C. That's my dog right there, man. And for those who want to do the same, man, just go. I'm gonna post my link right here. It's my website. It's mine. So it's not Facebook. It's not YouTube. It's not Instagram. It's mine. It's mine. I can do whatever I want on that website, and I appreciate you guys for empowering me for that. That's lawnationsports.com. It's small for right now. Who knows? It can be. You know, I'm trying to work with the builders, you know, of that website. I need a coder. If somebody know how to code stuff, man, hit me up, you know, on a Law Nations groove, you know, not on the not on the budget of a Facebook or a YouTube, but on my budget, man. Y'all hit me up, man, because what I envision is that community on Law Nation Sports, I want to have it just like Instagram or Twitter where you can comment and post stuff. But the builder of the website is only where I post stuff, and I need to have it whereas you guys can post information there. And that's me, Cowboys Experience with the Hall of Famer, Drew Pearson. And, you know, we doing little things here on the website, so we really appreciate you guys so much. And if you have that type of skill set, and if you want to donate your time, just like I donate my time to you guys, hit me up. Hit me up, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. All right, from the 510, you in.
My man Law, how you feeling today,
man? I'm doing good, man. We had a good time last night, man.
I didn't think you was gonna have a show this morning, man.
What?
I saw the show last night, man. Now you guys had me busted up.
Yes, indeed.
Your brother twin, he a 49. Does he live out here in the Bay? Because I'm in the Bay. I'm
man,
in the Bay.
He way up there in St. Louis, man. You know, St. Louis. You know.
Oh, okay. I thought because I thought he might be out here. Yeah, I'm in the middle of behind enemy lines, man. So yeah, I hear it all day long. 49er fans.
Yeah.
But they it's all good. It's all good. Two of the best franchises in the NFL almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the show, man. Last night, you and your brother, man. I enjoyed the stories. Man, I enjoyed your boy D Carl. He right, man. We gotta stay positive, man. No matter if we doing bad. I mean, it's all about because you know, growing up here in the Bay Area, I'm a Warriors fan. I want to tell you something. When it comes to Warrior fans, we do not speak negative of our team. Like I don't know, it's like everyone is in unison. Like you go to a game, everyone is one. It's like everyone's on the same the same wavelength.
Right.
Like the team
Right.
feeds off the fans. Like
they do.
And that's how we got to be. We got to be the 12th man for the Cowboys, man. We can't be divided. Dak this, rush that, or we need to pass, we need to run.
Right.
Hey, man, we just gotta encourage our team, man, and let our vibe feed them, and then that makes them like we all one. I live here in the Bay, so I don't like saying the word nation because Raiders was here. They were the ones who coined that. They coined that.
So they did coin it, huh? They did coin the nation word.
They coined it.
They just ran with it.
They started the nation, so I don't really like saying nation after any other team because that's the Raider thing.
That is the Raider thing, though, for real.
It's a Raider thing for sure. It's a Raider thing. They started it.
What year they started the Raider Nation thing? Was it before or after Rhythm Nation? Remember Rhythm Nation?
Back from Los Angeles. When they came back from Los Angeles, that's when they started it.
Oh, okay, that's a good chunk ago. But you remember Rhythm Nation, though, right? Right? You remember that?
yeah, I'm up there in age. I'm up there. So yeah, I remember them.
Yes, indeed, boy. Boy, she was bad. She's still bad to this day. If anybody don't know who
I like referring to the Cowboys as America's fans. With America's teams, we America's fans.
Yeah, we worldwide though, fam. We worldwide.
Yeah, we are international, man.
Galaxy wide too. I heard people from other dimensions, man. They mentioned, man, they fly in just to watch the Cowboys play. I'm for real, man.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Law, if we win the Super Bowl, I live out here in Bay. I will fly to Dallas and I will be at that parade.
I'm gonna start one though. I'm gonna start one when we win. I'm gonna start one. And I want you to come on board, man.
Oh, I want to, man. I want to so bad. I will come.
Yeah.
I will come, man. Yeah, but I didn't get to go to the parades. But back in the '90s, I was in my early 20s, so I didn't have money like that, like I got now. So
right. Okay.
Yeah, they win it this time. I'm coming, man.
I already know you got that bag, especially where you staying out that way, man.
Yeah, I don't really got too much to talk about football right now. No schematics or nothing like that. Now, unless you want to ask me a question about the Cowboys, I don't really got. I mean, we just got to keep on keeping on doing the same thing that we doing to win this game. I can say we're gonna beat the brakes off of them and nothing like that. We beat the brakes off of the whole NFC East last year.
Mm-hmm.
But man, we just got to keep same thing going, man. Maybe this might be a blessing in disguise that Dak had this little setback with his hand because he sees, oh man, we ain't got to be so complicated. We can just do some simple stuff and still, be better off. Who knows?
Man, football is simple but yet complex, fam. And it's simple. Run the ball, man. Open up things for your passing. Football, people fail to realize football was designed to run, play good defense. Run, play good defense. Passing is pretty much the new phase of football. But if you really look back at the teams that win championships, the teams that really get it out of the mud, it's the teams that know how to consistently run the ball and play sound defense. That's the way, man. I appreciate you for calling in, fam. One more question. Me and my brother got into a debate. Would you have a ring without Draymond Green?
Will we have a rings without Draymond? Hell no.
There you go, Twin Maker. You heard it from a Warrior fan. Because I was saying that, hey, man, you could be finesse. You could have the Splash Brothers and everything, draining threes, but you need that dog nasty mentality. You need somebody that got that, and that's Draymond.
I don't know. Here in the Bay, everyone knows Draymond is the engine of the Warriors. He's the engine. And Steph and Clay and everyone else, they're like the Pistons, the Pistons of the engine.
Yeah.
But Draymond, he's the engine. He's the nitrous in the engine. I'll say Steph and Clay, they're the nitrous. But
he's the actual Pistons. Yeah, I feel what you said with that analogy. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I appreciate you so much, man. I can't wait to rub that in my brother's face because he tried to go back and forth with me talking about they wouldn't have, they didn't need Draymond and all this other nonsense. But I appreciate you, fam. Look.
Right on. All right, on.
Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying now. So, Twin Maker, I ought to make you take a shot for that, man. God dog. Let me give a shout out to these super chats right here. Holly says, a lot of fans have let fans of other teams bully them into liking and supporting their own team, or into not liking and supporting their own team. Stop being pessimistic and fickle, basically. How about them Cowboys, DC for life, not for short. Let's go. Law Nation, stand up, baby. I truly agree with what he said right there. You know, I truly believe that. We listen to the 4 and the 3 Letter Network, and you start hearing some of the same things that they say. You hear some of the same thing echoing down, and they refuse to just love the team that they with. Look, Luther said it best. Love the one you with, right? Keith says, Law, you know better. Just reach out to JSU computer science students and the best in IT world. Give them lunch money. Give them lunch money in bottles. You good. Laugh out loud, man. Appreciate you, Keith. You know better. Yeah. The IT department in JSU was true. You know, it was cool. But the business center, the business administration building, yeah. This is where we was at, you know. The business administration. Look, JSU, I feel y'all, but the business administration location, y'all already know how that goes if you've been to JSU. All right, so let's go to my guy, Sonny from the 970. You're live.
Hey, how about them Cowboys?
How about them?
Hey, I like street tacos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you guys were talking about that last night. Street tacos and Taco Bell. Street tacos by far.
Oh yeah. Shoot, give me a street taco over any Taco Bell. Oh man, give me a real gas station street taco, man. Oh my God, it's sour cream and chives or whatever. You know, it don't matter.
Oh my gosh, heck yeah.
Cilantro, yeah.
Football now.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody just needs to pump their brakes. See, we've only into week 3. We're going to be into week 4. I'll wait until after the bye week, after we play the Rams in Philadelphia and the Lions. Then we'll really be able to know where our team's at. Right now, we haven't played nobody. True. I mean, honestly, the Giants aren't all that good. Washington's not all that good. So that really, you know, we should by far beat them teams.
Yeah, we should.
You know?
Yeah.
Regardless, who's quarterback.
Yeah.
I realize you can be beaten on any given day, but the real test is when we go up against the Rams.
Yeah.
I want to see how well we do when we play the Rams. I want the Rams to play us.
It's gonna be nightmarish for them now. You know, I look at the Rams opening week, and I saw how their offensive line looked, and of course there was Von Miller and company against the Bills. They wrecked shop on Stafford. I think that we can do the same. I think if you look back at Stafford, playing against teams that can create pressure consistently, I think that Stafford will give the ball away. He led the league in interceptions last year, and I'm quite sure that we get our hands on the ball, and we gonna have it's gonna be a good game. I can't wait.
But remember, you picked them to beat us, so that's your team, the Rams. You picked them over it.
I did. I picked the Rams.
I mean, that's who you went with.
I did. You know, 13. I went with the Cowboys going 13-4. Right.
Well, you picked us losing to the Rams.
Yeah, you could hold my feet to the fires on that.
No, we got to be able to beat the Rams. And Philadelphia is playing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, I hope they're playing just as good when we come to play them. I want the best out of them.
Yeah.
You know, so when we beat them, they can't say this or that. I want them to be on top of the world when we come in there.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well,
I really do. I really want to see where our team stands.
Well, what you're wanting is the Eagles to be undefeated when we see them, right?
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying now. Hey, I can't wait for that, Sonny.
The Philadelphia Eagles to really, and they should be. They got a really good team. Although, you know, they're playing against Jacksonville this week. That could be kind of a trap game for them, I guess.
I think that the Jags personnel wise, they got speedy receivers. Shout out to my guy Christian Kirk. They got the good running approach, and they play sound defense. It should be it should be like that game would be just like the Eagles versus the Detroit game. It would be a high scoring game. If the Eagles win, it'll be by 3 points.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for calling in, Sonny.
Hey, thank you. Let's go, Cowboys.
Yes, indeed, man. Good call from him, man. Yes, indeed. I want you guys to still hold me accountable for my prediction 13-4, even though we are missing our quarterback. I did have us losing to 4 teams, and I think out of the 4 teams, Green Bay was one of them. If somebody can remember what I said, I think the Rams were one of them. I think the Bears were one of them, and it was one other team that I had us losing to. But I had us going 13-4. So is that still plausible? Let me know. I got my lady from the 615. Gina, you're live.
Hey, Law, how are you?
Oh, we well over here. We good.
You good?
Yeah, like Tony the
I
Tiger.
checked you and your brother out last night, and I tell you, I got halfway through, and I had to get off and go take me a drink.
Was it brown? Was it clear? Was it wine? Which one did you have?
I had a glass of wine.
Oh, okay.
Because it was my wind down time.
Oh, okay.
So I had to get a glass of wine, so that kind of helps me wind down. I said, man, I got to get in on this right here.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate you.
It was fun watching you guys. I just had a minute, and, I so love my Cowboys. I so love them. And I was just sitting here thinking about how, as professional football players, we have to be consistent on every level. And every time we step out on that field, we have to be consistent. We have to be consistent in practice.
Right.
And we have to be consistent when we play, because if you're not consistent in practice, you're not going to be consistent when you step out on that field on game day.
Yeah.
So we have to keep in mind that, consistency goes a long way. And also, I think about, the discussions of Dak and Cooper. I like what you put on your page, we talked about rush hour.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I love that. I love that. Right now it's rush hour.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like that. It's rush hour. So we need to keep in mind whatever pieces of the puzzle we need to put this thing together, then that's what we need to do to get this thing together. I love that. I love that.
Indeed.
Everybody needs to step into their role. I honestly believe in my heart that Cooper Rush could give a crap about what anybody thinks about how he played. That's just me. That's just from the Book of Chase.
Yeah, okay.
That's just me. Yeah, I honestly feel that he could give a crap. This man, I think, is all about stepping into his role at this appointed time in his life to help elevate the Cowboys into a victory.
Yeah.
And I believe that's where he is. I see his concentration. He's not, I don't think he doesn't appear to be one of those that reads his press.
Right, he's not rattled.
That has ruined.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That has ruined a lot of players. I think Vince Young is one of them that played for Tennessee Titans. He read his press too much, and I think that ruined his career.
Yep.
But I just wanted to just jump in and say that consistency, and I think we got the right man in at the right time.
Yeah.
And which is very important. So. I'm a Cowboys fan. You said something about people, are kind of fickle in their ways. I sleep with a man every night that's not a Dallas Cowboys fan. But does that change how I feel about? No, I love my husband dearly.
Dearly, yes,
but
indeed.
That don't change how I feel. Hey, that don't change how he knows I love my Cowboys.
Now, what team he
I love
rooting?
him.
What
I love
team
him
he
more,
rooting? What team he rooting for? Well, by the way, what team?
Well, just to put this in your ear, just between me and you, Law. Just between me and you, don't tell nobody.
I ain't tell nobody. Yeah.
He was a Peyton Manning fan.
Oh, okay.
He was an Indianapolis coach. Peyton Manning. He loved Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Yeah. Okay.
And
right.
yeah, he was just between me and you. Ain't gonna let that get out. Just between me and you, he was a big Peyton Manning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But when he messed up, he was a big head Peyton Manning. When he messed up. Yeah. When he messed up.
I
But I tell you
appreciate you
what,
so much.
It's good talking to you, and you know I love my Cowboys without a shadow of doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And always, how about them Cowboys?
Let's go, let's get it. That's Jeter, baby. Look. That's how we do it. And collectively speaking, the Rush family. I'm talking about Cooper Rush. This is a blessing to play all of those years, right? Regardless of whatever happened down the line for him, payday is coming. Money is finna come for him. Blessings beyond blessings. Sponsorship deals on how he handled himself along this way. And it's not the end of the chapter. He right now can continue to build that resume. I promise you, 31 other teams will not bat an eye on him now. They will not pass him by now. Cooper Rush going to have a multi-million-dollar contract in the near future. Right? And what he do with that, may he continue to grow. If the Cowboys wise, they start writing some ink on paper right now. Right? He said, hey, man, we know we had you at practice squad money, and then we elevated you to save some money, because we didn't really want to bring in no other quarterback. We truly believe in you now. And they're going to have to keep that oil for Cooper Rush for him, because if not, this dude finna get a multi-million-dollar deal at the end of the day. If you think I'm lying, look up Matt Flint when he got his money, right? For what he did for the Green Bay Packers when he stepped in. Think of Matt Castle, right? For what he got. Went 11-5. Right? Matt Castle went 11-5 and got a whole bank of money. And got his own team, the Kansas City Chiefs. Didn't get back to 11-5, but he was put in a position to win. And smart players just like this, boy. So it's rush hour. It's rush time, right? He's going to get paid. Jimmy J. Look at Jimmy J, too. Yeah. Nick Foles. Those boys got paid. All right, I got you in here twice, Chris. I hope this is the right one, the 214. Chris 214 from the 972 you live. Hello? I'm going to open up both of them. Chris 214.
What's going on, Lon?
Yeah, I got you in here 2 times, man. But it's all good. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right. Let me give the order out. I got Chris, Brandon, you next, and then MJ. Okay? That's to be the order. But go ahead, Chris.
All right. Hey, I just wanted to go back to that Giant game on Wednesday. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
I just wanted to go back on that Giant game on Wednesday. How do you feel about Dan Quinn? I was a little bit agitated with him, just a little bit, just a tad bit, on the aspect of, like, why do you think he waited so long to put a spy on Daniel Jones? Like, that was probably, like, the only thing that I didn't like about that game plan. Like, he waited so long because for a while, like, that was the only offense is when he was getting out the pocket.
I beg to differ, man. The other offense was the aficionados. I'm playing with you. But they had drive extenders. But, sometimes you have a game plan that's already put in place, right? And to a degree, I think that the Cowboys, the way I saw Parsons drop back in coverage a lot, think about this. He wasn't part of the practices, right? So whatever they did in practice, Parsons wasn't a part of it. It had to be somebody else out there running those plays or being in the mix. And I listened to the presser this morning when Mike McCarthy was talking about, hey, even this week, they're a day short because they played on Monday, right? So I think that this team is way different from the old regime, whereas they value practice a lot. And by Parsons not being in practice, you've seen that they did some variations of just installing the simple game flow of what they did maybe the previous week or the previous week before that. And they didn't have any spy. And we seen Danny Jones run for like 79 or 80 yards on us. Chris, you still there? Oh, Chris, we lost you, man. Hey, but it was a good call for you, man. All right, I got my guy from the 815. Brandon, you live?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good, man. I lost connection with Chris, though. But you live, man. Talk to me.
Oh, man. Look, I'm gonna let...
The conference has been locked.
No, I ain't going to get on.
Repeat that again. My bad. My audio went out, man. But repeat that again.
No, I was just saying I'm going to let Dak live for that. I think I got my point across in that.
Okay.
But I was just saying, man, I hope we win Sunday. I hope I'm gonna say this though. I think, to me personally, I think Donovan Wilson might be better than J-Ron. I'm not saying I don't want both of them on the field as I do, but I think that, like, if it's any question of who you should go with in the future, I hope it's Donovan Wilson. That's just me. But I hope we win. I know we're gonna win. I hope we play well. I hope we give LVE a good look. Like, make sure we watching LVE because he did not play good last night. I advise anybody to go rewatch him. He was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give an early score because, to me, I think tomorrow I'm gonna let most of your other callers have it because I feel like you'll have a long day tomorrow.
Yeah.
My score prediction is like 28-7.
28-7.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think we're gonna dominate them, but I think we still need to make sure we take them seriously. Like, their defense is pretty good. Like, we just got to acknowledge it. So let's play sound football. 28-7. Let's make sure we watch LVE. If Donovan Wilson, man, I think he's gonna have another big game, and let's go Cowboys.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, Brandon. Thank you, man. Thank you for supporting this channel too, man. Appreciate you, my dog. It's from the 815, man. It's Brandon. The only thing now, here's the thing that I got from him: Donovan Wilson replacing J-Ron Kearse. I'm not going to debate that, but I'm going to let you guys understand that Donovan Wilson, he literally, so far for the season, have 6 missed tackles. 6 missed tackles. For a stretch of games last year, for 17 games, J-Ron Kearse had 3 missed tackles. That's for the entire year. So that's the difference between Donovan Wilson and J-Ron Kearse. I think J-Ron Kearse, he ain't gonna miss no tackles. He ain't gonna be no sliding of the ball, off the body. Now, if I had a situation of choice, I would figure out a way to bring in Donovan Wilson and J-Ron Kearse, if you guys can understand what I'm saying with this, right? But we do need to re-sign Donovan Wilson. I like Donovan Wilson, but I think that J-Ron give you a bigger impact as it relates to tackling there, and tackling is a very, very, very good situation for us, right? But I like them both. It's not a. I think that Quinn, he sees this and he's going to figure out a way. I think the person that may need to have some reps taken away would be Jordan Lewis. I think that will be the situation for us, right? But I'm not going to dog any of these defensive guys for us for where we're at right now. We in the good graces, man. From the 206, my guy MJ, you live.
What up, Law Nation?
Talk to
the
me,
Law
man.
Nation world. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, I like what y'all saying. The two people they might, I ain't gonna get on the guy either. Lewis, he gotta get better.
You gotta get better, yeah.
LV is the one that you replace in those special packages with. That's when you have Donovan Mitchell and Curse on the field at the same time with 42. And then you have number 11 is all over the place. And that's how you can stop this quarterback run and the screens.
Right.
And that'll make your defense more dangerous.
But MJ, if you're looking for speed, 42, like Anthony Barr, he's not the fastest, right? But for Dawg, we can see that he's faster than LVE, for crying out loud. Yeah. So if I'm I'm not taking a dump on LVE, but if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm looking at the tape and I'm seeing, hey, 55 is slow to the to the hook. He's slow to the sideline, or he's slow to the flats. I'm seeing it like, okay, all right, so how do I get better? Because even if you run a 540, right, or 4.940, whatever speed it is, Sean Lee was never a fast dude. I think he ran a 5.240, whatever it was. You have to have it up here. Sean Lee, it seems sometimes there was two Sean Lees out there, right? Because he knew where to be with the ball, and I'm not getting that from LVE at this point.
We're not getting that from LVE. Now, like me and you said, I wish he was letting them 50 play, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Ooh.
That'll make them so reckless. Man, I'm telling you, Cowboy fan, if you let that rookie play, which he should have been playing, that middle of that defense, of how he attacked them guards, how he all over the place. Don't you know how dangerous that make your DNs even better? Your D tackles, make number 11 like Superman. Superman.
Yeah.
Make the safeties not panicking, the corners. I'm telling y'all, we missing the boat on number 50, man. The boy ran a 4-4 all over the place in preseason. He showed me in preseason it wasn't no fluke. Even in the practice that me and Law saw, wasn't no fluke.
Yeah.
This guy could play.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And we just stick to the running like we doing right now. Run the ball. Don't change when Dak get there. And we do like we doing, y'all. At the end of the year, all you guys are going to be smoking a cigar. That's all I got to say. I ain't bragging. If we stick to the script, don't change it. When number 4 comes, he even knowing that now. He said it. Won't nobody beat him. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
There's a whole different mentality of the whole defense.
Yeah. And that's the only thing, man. I just want to know, like, the plan for the future now, like Damone. Oh, my gosh, man. I hope that Damone Clark, if he can just give us, like if you've seen Roquan Smith, right, for the Bears, I think that he's the leading tackler in the NFL. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I think that we got that type of mentality out of Damone Clark.
We got 2 of them.
And Jabril, I love Jabril Cox too, but I think that Damone will be a little bit more nastier than Jabril. Jabril's my guy, but I'm looking at speed now, right? And I'm looking at this defense.
Speed and power.
Speed, power. I think that you will get a lot of that the moment LVE end of his contract and they insert those boys. It's going to be crazy, man. Oh, my gosh.
Is gone.
Oh,
this
my
is
gosh.
last year.
Yeah.
That number, they got 56, 50. And you don't know who we might luck up because we always get lucky.
Yeah.
He might be a first-round linebacker. The Cowboys select out of Michigan, run a 4.4, 245. You know what I'm saying? Another one.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, they're going to have the best linebacker core in the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And that's what I say. We stick to the script this week, Peter's gonna get like 30 more reps.
Right.
Do it easy, so he could be ready to beat down Donovan, the Rams next week in the middle, work his little butt out, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm really not worried about no teams. The only way we lose because of us. It ain't because of teams beat us. It's because if we do some stupid stuff. That's how we lose.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, MJ.
And you can see it on all the people that picking against us. They kind of scared. They're like, oh, man, I hope they don't win this week. They hoping we don't win. Because it's going to keep going. They ain't going to stop. We run the ball this week, we're going to win. We run the ball next week, we're going to win. We run the ball if we got, we're going to win. We keep running, we're going to win. We're going to run.
No doubt, my dog. Appreciate you, MJ. Thank you, man, for calling in.
And how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? My guy, MJ. All right, from the 501, you're live. Oh, my bad. Now you're live from the 501. You're live.
Yeah, hello.
Hey,
this is Mike. I talked to you back in the preseason about the tight end position.
Oh, okay, Mike.
All these other callers been talking. Now we get Dalton Schultz back this week. We had Hendershire, and we had our man Ferguson.
Yeah.
If you saw those long runs, each time they made those long runs, it was Ferguson. Hendershire couldn't make his block. There should have been a long run then, too. He didn't make his block.
Right.
Now Schultz get back in the mix. What you think about it?
I truly like Hendershot, by the way. I like his vertical threat. But yeah, he's blocking.
A vertical threat.
Yeah.
But don't that contradict his blocking?
I mean, he's
because
not.
He could. Go ahead.
No, he's not the best. He's not the best out of the guys that we have. Like, we got true blockers. Like Fergs, he can block. Sean McEwen, he can really block. But Hendershot, I think that he is a guy that he's a wide receiver in a tight end's body, you know. And I think he got good soft hands. He got good verticals and things like that. He caught that pass and took it, you know. So I think a lot of Hendershot, but he's just not the blocker.
Okay, and Schultz, he's the same as Hendershot. They're the same. Now, but Ferguson is the man. Each time they make the long run, Ferguson. If you see Zeke going down there blocking 3 men, it was Ferguson. If you see Zeke running that ball, it was Ferguson.
It's how you want it right now. If you look at the resume of Dalton Schultz, he started off as being the blocker, right? And then he had to get finessed a little bit, shed some weight or what have you, got better with his hands and everything, and started to run the deeper routes or what have you, taking advantages of the deeper thirds. Now you look at it and you say, okay, Ferguson, he embraces blocking. I like he getting nasty with it. He gonna block you. That's what he lived for, right? So I think that the Cowboys.
Excuse me though. He's not only a blocker; he's a catcher too. He's an all-around tight end.
But by order of politics, he's your tight end too. Dalton Schultz will be your tight end 1. Meaning that when we go to 11 personnel, Ferguson, he hit the bench. We gonna have Schultz out there.
That's where it's going to be, but it's not going to be the best order because he's the closest to Jason Witten. Ferguson is. He's a multi-tight end. You can't determine whether he's going to catch a pass or he's going to block. And when he blocks, he wipes them out.
Yeah.
And he's the key to the running game.
Yeah.
To my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, we'll find out. I think this is what's going to happen. By order of politics, and it's political football. They trying to see if the justification to give my guy Dalton Schultz that long-term contract. But they may say, okay, if Ferguson continues to shine, then they may look at it and say to themselves, we like you, Schultz, but we're not finna give you We're not going to give you Dallas. What was the guy's name? Dallas Goedert contract. We're not going to give you Travis. Is it Kelsey? Travis Kelsey contract. We're not finna do that. And for what we've seen from David Njoku for the first few weeks, the dude been balling. So I'm not putting any knife to Dalton Schultz's back, but it's similar. It's similar to the situation that he fumbled the ball when the last impression that we seen of him. And it's similar how people are viewing even the Dak Prescott situation, whereas they said, hey, we want to win now, right?
Right.
So
now,
Schultz going to have to show up.
When they line him up in the backfield as the fullback, didn't he remind you of Derrick Johnson coming out blocking for Emmitt Smith when he blocked Zeke to get in that end zone?
You talking about Ferguson right again, right?
Ferguson is the man. And they using him the same way they would have used him in that type of set with a two-back set.
Yeah, I mean,
instead of putting a lineman in there. That was my point way back in the spring about how they going to use the tight end. Now, I know it's objective.
Yeah.
I mean, he like Kevin Moore. He like they pass catching tight end.
Right.
And that's what's going to be the issue. Because I like what your other caller said too about number 50 at that linebacker position. But it's the business.
Yeah, it's a business, man.
Those are my only points.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys.
Appreciate you, man, for the 511. Good call, good conversation, man. All right, so you guys get what I'm saying. Schultz, he got the rest of this year to prove his worth. So the Cowboys, they put players on these franchise tags and say, hey, prove it. And if they don't live up to that expectations, then they'll let them go. Or perceived value, they let them go. And like I said, they did the same to D-Law. They did the same to Dak Prescott. They did the same to another player at the tip of my tongue. And now they're doing it with Dalton Schultz. And this guy got to show us something. He got to at least show us something. If not, franchise tag for this 1 year, paid the man $10.9 million, close to 11, and said, all right, your numbers don't make the justifications. I don't see where I can make the justifications. Chris 214 says, my bad, Law, the internet, the job is cheeks. Hey, man. I appreciate you, Chris 214. But hey, we'll get with you tomorrow then, all right? I got my guy from the 917. You're live.
Okay. What's up, Law? This is Fresh King 36, first time caller, long time listener.
Appreciate you, King.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I got you, King. Talk to me, man.
Perfect. So first I want to talk about my man CeeDee Lamb. Let me talk about how that drop that he had in the first half, right, is going to be big for his trajectory for him being receiver one that everybody wanted to see. So y'all saw how he bounced back in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't drop anything, and his biggest catch to me wasn't that one-hand TD catch. It was that 4th and 3 or 3rd.
Oh yeah.
He caught it.
That was
Hey, he got laid out, but he hung on to that ball.
Hey, if he dropped that catch, if that was his only drop, people would have understood that one, right?
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly. But nobody talks about that catch because obviously he had, the bigger catches later on. But
yeah.
That catch right there, he was his best catch, and that was a 4th down catch. Yes.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that. So I think that's going to have his focus for the rest of his career. At if we do our our run game play action off of that, CeeDee's going to be schemed open. By the way, Kellen Moore did an absolute great job in scheming the receivers open. This game.
Yeah.
Like absolute way better than week 1, week 2.
Yeah.
Next thing I want to talk about is if you go back to the pregame in your chats, I talked about how Zeke was going to get a TD, CeeDee Lamb was going to get a TD, as well as Zeke getting a pick. Predictions. We on it.
Okay. What'd you say again?
So I said we were just on it, so I just wanted to, I know my team, we up. We're going to keep it going. We're going to take out Washington. and do our thing. So how about some Cowboys?
Appreciate you, King. Thank you for calling in from the 917. Good call from him.
Already.
Yeah, it's a good call from him,
sir.
man. Thank you, man. Like all Lamb need to do is just get back comfortable with playing football. I understand, have a short-term memory, and he's on pace right now. If he just be solid for this entire year, he'll have the best start to any Cowboys ever at wide receiver for the first 3 years. And I know I was a little lofty, and I said, man, that he can give us 16 touchdowns, right? and do what Dez did in his third year. Man, it would be remarkable for Lamb, right? It would be remarkable for the Cowboys. But I'm loving the run game, and I'm hoping that drawing up these type of plays, keeping it one-on-one to the outside, all of the stuff that we are seeing now with this offense, I'm hoping, that's the big hope, hold on, pain is ending, that I'm hoping that even Kellen Moore looks at this and say, you know what? Man, it's a whole lot easier drawing up these running plays, right? And we're taking clips of getting 15 to 20 yards down the field when it's time to throw the ball when you have a single high safety look, versus a team rushing 4 and dropping 7 to 8 DBs. You guys remember the film analysis I did of the Bucs? We haven't seen a team do that yet on the Cowboys since Dak Prescott injury, right? Dropping 7 and 8 DBs. I think I pulled up and it was dropping 9. We wish a team would say, all right, cool, we're going to drop 9. We're going to drop 9 in coverage. This team now will run all day on that. Goes all the way back to the Cowboys versus the 49ers game in the playoffs. They rushed 4. Begged the Cowboys to run the ball. Begged them. And we had the first drive that we scored a touchdown on, where when we went to run the ball. I wish Kellen Moore just sees this now and sees this moment, right? I got the last caller, but not least, man. It's the VIP, and I know he gonna bring some passion to the table, man. Talk to me, man.
Lord's VIP, baby.
Yes, and
Lord, look, man, look. I'm gonna go through a couple of things. I'm gonna send out a couple of flowers out. Our OC, we have to give him some love, but I do know that Mike McCarthy, I watch things. I watched McCarthy's movements, and he said, you know what, I'm going in there to, what did he say, to overlook the game plan, to do a once-over? What did he say, Lord? I know it's something like that, right?
Yeah. Sit down, you know. I mean, yeah. I was a substitute teacher, man, right when I finished up at Jackson State for a few months. And then every now and then the principal would come in and sit in your class, you know. And it gets a whole lot of antsy when the principal sit in because you can't talk the way you want to the students, you know.
Right.
And trust me, I think that's what Mike McCarthy did, the principal. Went into the classroom and sat down. Don't have to really say anything. Just sit down and just watch. And a lot of things start tightening up a little bit.
I think you start throwing them elbows because all those cute plays got erased. He said, when they saw that cute play, just throw an elbow. No, that's not going to work. Take that out of here. Right. I don't want to see a double reverse, a triple reverse. Get those out of the game plan. We are winning. What the best thing that he installed is that toss sweep. We haven't ran that all year, Law. I've been screaming for it.
Yeah.
Get on those corners. We have some, if you don't know, I'm sure you know, we have the best run blocking offensive line in the league.
Yep, we do. Number ones, yeah.
So between these two things that I'm going to bring up, the best running blocking, and we have 49 pressures
best in the league
on the QB.
Right.
Number 1 in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells our OC the recipe for winning. We had 30, I think the ratio was 30 to 31 passes or something like that.
Balance,
the last two games, there it is. You said it. The balance. Yeah. That's it. The balance.
Yeah.
And you'll be amazed to see the balance, how it helps our defense. Our defense should have never been put back out in that predicament to have to win that game or have to close the game out. Yeah. We have to get better with our time management at the end of games, that throwing the ball when we have 1:50 left when we're trying to run out the clock just makes no sense to me. No sense.
None.
I don't give a damn what game plan or what play you had.
Right.
And that was a guarantee. No. We should have ran that ball out. And what Rush did was good. You see, Rush wasn't snapping the ball to like 2 seconds, 1 second on the clock for that whole little fourth-quarter run.
Right.
Why do we get down to under 2 minutes and we abandoned that law? See, it's little things like that. Other than that law, I got to give him his flowers because we learned, and this is something I want my Cowboy Nation, I'm about to call it Law Nation, my Law Nation, my Cowboy Nation to know, you learn more from failure than you do your success.
Oh, you do.
So I think that failure, that hookup the first week, and him saying, you know what, Dak can get us out there. No. Bro, Dak is a better quarterback.
Oh, man, VIP, man. They ciphering your internet where you at, man. Come on, re-say that again, man.
Yeah. I said Dak is a better quarterback when we're running the ball.
Yeah,
It's not even close. So I believe our OC went and said, you know what? I'm falling on my face here for that first game, so I'm going to go back to what I see as a winning game plan.
Right.
Run the ball. Run the ball. It's simple.
Get behind your offensive line.
Yeah. Our tackle, Mr. Nasty, that was the best thing Jerry and them did. I know people was bashing. Remember, I have elephant memory. People were bashing my boy Ty Smith. Were they not?
It's Mr. Nasty time.
Only person I know, man. I was live. We was live at the at Walk-On's restaurant. That's co-owned by Dak Prescott, and of course, we was there at a sponsored event. Shout out to all of those people out there. And Drew Brees also co-owned that particular restaurant. And when the selection came in, all I did was I was kind of like stone-faced. Like, I can't give no analysis on this because I didn't look up Tulsa tape for crying out loud. And Boss, he was kind of like, see. But there was one guy by the name of the OC. And he gave true analysis, man. The OC broke it down. He knows it, man. Right. Played D1 level of football in college and did a great thing over there. The dude is made, by the way. I know he's too humble to say it, but the dude is straight for those who out there that don't know. This dude knowledge and his hookups of the game is superior. And when he gave his true analysis of Tyler, I was still kind of like, I ain't a day one guy. But round by, day 13, day 14, I said, all right, this dude is something special. He's something special.
Was his demeanor. You can learn a lot from somebody's energy and their demeanor. He came in with that same demeanor, that same energy he had. He still has that same energy like, yo, I'm Mr. Nasty. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not no talker. I'm going to prove it. And that's what he did. The first... and when you guys were out in Cali, and our lion gave him praise, saying, yo, this dude put his hands on me, and I couldn't move. And this is the best pass rusher in the league saying that. That convinced me. That I was sold from there.
Yes, indeed, man. You spitting truth at us, man. I appreciate you so much, VIP, for calling in, man. Let me hear you say it.
Lord, you know what it is? I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Lord. Everybody in my inbox asks me if I'm Tupac. Come on, man. Look.
Dog, you look just like him, dog. Reincarnation, or you is really him.
Well, if he him, Lord, we got to start our own Pac page, man. We need to get paid, Lord. We got to start our own YouTube, Lord.
Yes, indeed, Tupac, man. I feel you, man. Hey, you can't keep grinding over there, man. Let me hear you say.
We're gonna go eat up Washington this week. Micah slept last week, so the Lion will be back. I predict 4 sacks. And all I gotta say from here, Law, is how about them Cowboys?
No doubt, man.
Oh, let's get it, baby.
Let's get it, man. Appreciate you so much for calling in, Park, man. Appreciate you, fam. Let's go, man. Let's go.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Law.
Yes, indeed. Revenge is like the sweetest joy. I can't say the rest, but y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? My guy Jay Form says all Cowboys QBs, even Romo, his best 2 seasons were 2007 and 2014 when we were a heavy run team. Dak is no different. That's my guy Jay Form. When he say things, man, I listen all the way. And let me show y'all a picture, man. This is a picture of my guy right here, man. Here it is right here. Boom. You know, that's VIP right there, man. That's literally him right there. That's him. You know, that's VIP. When just go back to my pregame show and pull him up, man. This dude is Tupac, man. Literally, you know, there's no difference than VIP and this guy right here. You know, the same person. I promise you, he is. He is the same person, man. I had to almost lose my mind when I saw him. It was the pregame show, and before we get ready to wrap up everything, I'm for real, man. He almost took me, man, because I said, man, this dude looked just like Tupac, man. He literally. Let me see if I can find it right quick, man. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Your pregame situation. Let me see if I can find it. Y'all bear with me, man. I'm gonna see if I can find this clip of this dude, man. Literally the same person. You know, hold on. You know, let me show y'all a clip of, man. Oh my God, man. Hey, ain't no killer, but don't push me. Here he is right here. Let me see if I can fix it up a little bit better. This dude Tupac for real, man. Here we go right here. Let me see if I get the audio on this one, man. Y'all bear with me. Here we go. Need to do instead of Pedialyte, because, you know, it's not that. Yeah, we talking about that much of alkaline properties in Pedialyte. It's more sugar, but I'm not finna get into other details of that. Don't want the Illuminati and all of the people after me for telling the truth. So it is what it is. But I do have in this corner one of the hardest, and I'm talking about diehard hardest Cowboy fan out there, and he's getting ready for the VIP area of the room. He already know what it's about, baby. Finna add him to it. What's good, man?
Say no.
My body be pumping so hard.
VIP, baby. Let me get my stuff ready.
Tupac,
Let me get ready, Law. Law, are we ready? Are they ready, Law? Law, I don't know if they ready, man. Let me get my Machiavelli on, Law. Let me. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Law. Look, Law, man.
Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting.
Oh, man, it's next to getting that.
Boy, man, you look, man, if I'm James Harden, you got to be the reincarnation of Tupac, baby.
That's what they call me out here, Law, but look, man. Look, Law, I'm ready. You see, I got my Zeke on. Yeah. I got my big spoon ready. I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready just to feed Zeke, feed TP. Yeah. And I'm ready. I told you, Mike is going for 4 tonight. I started at 2, but the lion has been simmering. And you know the lion's simmering.
Yeah.
You get that. Give him that roar. Let me hear that roar.
I got you. I'm going all the way down the Rolodex right here to get to it. Where is that? Here we go.
Yeah. And for the last caller, let me tell them about the alkaline diet.
We ain't gonna spit too much truth over there. But man, that's outlaws, man. Literally got Tupac posted in the back. I'm too through, man. I'm gonna grab me something to eat now, man. This dude literally Yeah, that's Tupac, man. Come with me, Hail Mary. What do we have here now? Hey, man, that dude can literally, man, scare the hell out of some people, man, and be like, hey, man, I'm just underground, man. I was just in a whole nother galaxy, but I'm back, man. Tupac with DMX voice, man. That dude is Tupac for real, man. But Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate y'all so much, man. I had a great time last night, and I'm having a wonderful time now. I really appreciate you so much for jumping in. Shout out to you, VIP, man. Dog, you look just like Pac, man. You got me thinking now, man. You got me thinking so much, man, over here. But with that being said, Cowboy Nation, I need to go get me some tacos, Amanda. Yeah. I really do. Jay, okay, hold on. Jay says, Law, have you seen Dak gripping and throwing today? I'm sure the pics were leaked. I'm gonna take a look into that. Jay. Definitely gonna talk about that. But Law Nation, time for your mind. Understand this right here, Cowboy Nation. This team, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or lied about, don't deal in lies or hate it and yet give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves, to make a trap for fools or watch the things you gave your whole life for, broken and stooped, and build back up again with worn out tools. Huh? If you can walk with kings and presidents, but never lose the calming touch, if neither foes or loving friends can harm you, if you can fill the unforgiven minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, and my friend, you have unlocked the true meaning of what it takes to be a champion, a hero, but most importantly, of what it takes to be a man. Cowboy Nation, stand tall. I think Tupac says that mama don't cry, your baby boy's doing good. Tell them homies I'm up in heaven and they ain't got hoods. Huh? See the show with Marvin Gaye last night. It had me shook. Jip from Peppermint Snot with Jackie Wilson and Sam Cooke. Well, that time need to be back around. I think that Better Days came out in 1995. So let's get back to it, baby. Let's go. Better Days. Body be punished for hard living, huh? Hands on the straps of prayers, so Father, please forgive me. That's what we want this weekend. We're going to make sure we get it one way or another. That's been my time. I really appreciate you guys. Shout out to you, KKF by Kipling. Yeah. That's what it was. Appreciate you. That's been my time. I really appreciate you guys. Remember, put that in your mind, if. It goes a long way. See y'all later. DC for life. Let's go. Shout out to Cowboys Experience. Let's get it. See y'all this weekend. One love. Cowboy Nation. Stand tall. Let's go. Roll those credits. Yo.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me.
Come on.
Ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she ice. Freeze. Photo. Please. No photos. No. G's. No. Please. No photos. Hit the door.
All eyes on me. Shout out to you.
Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my
that's Kenny the Shark. You see him. Shout out to you.
Different colors in my baggy light.
The ultimate Cowboys Experience. Let's get it. Shout out to you, Mary. Big D's. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. Keith Floyd, Holly, Java, and Malone 82, Chris 214. Come on. Look at Lisa. Appreciate you so much. Come on. That's Barry.
No, please, no photos. I keep giving game away.
Law.
I put game on layaway.
Nation.
I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away. I get paid on rainy days. I might make it rain today. I got paid off pain today. Thought it'd take the pain away.
Let me see some fire in the chat.
I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's on the market for the low. Who the realest? We might never know.
Y'all know who it is.
Then you go play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up.
Ooh.
Now you're looking hungry, ribs.
Shout to you, Jay Lombardi.
On live acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy, get out the way. It's been a day.
Cowboys, let's get it.
Now you got the pen and pad. You're trying to take my moves. Nowadays,
come on.
Nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging, she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. No, G's, no, please, no photos.
Ooh.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me.
Jay Worthy.
I got wifey on blinging, she freeze. Photo, please, no photos.
Come on, my guy, get it. Let's go. We're gonna slow it down just a little bit, just a little bit. Come on. One love, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful day. Come on, let's get it. As we bounce on out to this music, if I offended anyone today, charge it to my head, not my heart. Let's go. Yep. Bam. Again.
Yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save the last bite for you. For you. Ooh. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do. Player too. 7 years of the perfect love, 7 more and another one, and another one. Finding you was the one I lost. 7 wonders all in one, all in one. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do. Player too. If a paper crane can fly, then forever.
Until next time, Cowboy Nation, DC
So
for
far,
life.
so far. If a paper crane
Pray
can
for rain, you
fly,
gotta deal with the mud too.
then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
You could not live with your own failure.
That's where the guts went just drop.